Hey guys, Gamer of Gamers in the Zone, and welcome to another episode of Epic Battle Fantasy 4. In the last episode, we had made it to Whitefall Village to see that the jewel there has unfortunately been taken, along with us taking some time to look around in the graveyard to the left here. Now we're going to explore the rest of the town, as well as eventually move on to the next area. So, we checked out the weapons portion of the shopping district. We still have the materials and food part of the shopping district, though. I think this guy here used his magic to turn himself into a snowman. Hey, let me touch that red bonbon-looking thing on your head. Anyway, what do we got here? Those protesters are just making a scene and messing up the town. They're all a bunch of hippie nerds just hanging out and shouting internet memes. They all need to get jobs. Alright, what do we got here? Why are we covering our faces? We gotta hide our identities to protect ourselves from the New World Order. Also, aliens are watching us. Sounds legit. The only way to make a living these days is to either become a shopkeeper or a player character. Players produce wealth by defeating foes, and then shopkeepers steal and hoard the wealth, like the greedy slimes that they are. We are occupying this area until our demands are met. The only thing you're demanding is some pepper spray. Yeah, you have that right. Oh yeah, we can also... This is also pretty cool. We can move to the different shopping areas inside the shop. They're awesome free samples, I think. I mean, we can pick them up, so I'm guessing they're free samples. They're probably not free samples, though. These are going bad. Someone's not been preserving their meat properly. Darn if this place doesn't serve the best breakfast I've ever had. Half the food here has expired. You'll be lucky not to get food poisoning. It's a free country. They can serve whatever they want, and I can eat whatever I want. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Yeah, we're not here to buy food, though. We're here to kind of look around and interact with some NPCs. One of these guys... Well, I didn't mean to go down there. I meant to do some more looking around over here. I saw that shiny spot in the bushes. The way the eyes are done really makes them look more lifelike. The way... Let's see what we got here. We, of course, got more protesters over here. Have you come here to join our cause? We're fighting for a fair economy. The shopkeepers control all the wealth, as only they can sell and buy items from others. It's a monopoly, and regular NPCs can't compete. Not only that, but their prices are insane. They'll buy stuff from players for really cheap, and then sell it for 4 times the price. I mean, that's just game logic most of the time. I have to work 80 hours a week at the waste disposal plant just to feed myself. Shopkeepers, on the other hand, can just stand around and scam player characters out of their cash and items. Have you seen the price of pizza these days? Completely unaffordable. I can actually relate. One time I accidentally bought some gems that I didn't need, and the shop wouldn't let me return them. I had to sell them back at the shop for almost nothing. We have every reason to believe that the shopkeepers are actually reptilians disguised as humans. Okay, I think that may be stretching the truth a bit much. Let's see here. Okay, so this is just our usual materials shop. Oh, there's also a key over here. And then this is, of course, a rare shop where you can buy rare items, where, well, you buy a rare item, it usually offers that permanent stat buff. At the cost, the ones that offer permanent stat buffs, though, give you a bit of a cost, though, in that they progressively get more expensive the more you buy them. So that does mean, unless you're willing to do a ton of grinding, you're still going to want to use your stat buff abilities wisely. Okay, we still can't do anything there until we have the hammer. But with that, I think that completes the entire shopping district. And now, I think I want to go back to the weapons shop back at the main hub area to see what's there. Oh wait, no. I want to use my bronze key. Because there was something we didn't... There was something back at the graveyard that we could get with the bronze key that we couldn't get yet. But now that we have a bronze key, we can get it now. We can get the Blood Blade. May make the targets tired. Drains HP from targets with certain skills. And the Quake Marker Gun. May debuff target's attack, boosts the power of Earth skills, may cast Sand Dune with certain skills. So, I remember Bloodblade all the way from the first Epic Battle Fantasy. Let's actually take a look at that to see if that's had any drastic changes or not. And it doesn't show the entire thing on screen, but I can tell though that, yeah, it's really not bothering to show it, but I think for now though I'd like to keep Heaven's Gate equipped, since obviously that's the most iconic sword that Matt's known to have. Anyway, what have we not bought from here yet? I think there was one more thing I could afford that I could... Oh, yeah, the nurse hat. Become a nurse, boost the power of healing spells. Yeah, I guess I'll take that. And then up next, we have this route to the right here we never checked out yet, which I believe leads to the next area. By the way, I'm actually... I'm not actually sure how to get to the last jewel. All I know is that it's a town to the north, and that we'll need the hammer to get there. Any idea where the hammer is? Nope. I think one of the NPCs said that the hammer was in the, in like some sort of factory to the right. Man, it's cold out today. My bullet propulsion device might jam if any more snow slimes come after me. Since I'm such a nice guy, I'll tell you that there's 2 secrets in this area. There's 2 secrets in this area, okay. Hey, got any spare batteries I could borrow for a second? I need to supercharge my rifle. Sure, in a moment, pal. First things first, let me quick save and fight this tough-looking enemy over here. Where we have mostly some snow slimes. Nothing dangerous here. I think we can easily take them out using Lance's Flame Burst. Oh, just barely not enough. Okay, this should finish him off. Then we can see what's up next. That's a pretty big slime. It'll probably summon more slimes if we give it the chance. We don't have this scanned yet. Let's give it a scan. Well, first things first. These guys, I don't know. I don't think it has a large earth resistance. So why don't we go ahead and try making it tired? Because that way its, you know, abilities can weaken and stuff, and I can use that as a chance to learn its abilities. So, summon Scanbot for our new encounter. We have the Big Snow Slime. A huge version of the Snow Slime, uses ice attacks, has low evade, and summons snow slimes. So yeah, this thing can summon allies. So we'll want to take it out quickly. I don't think we have the... Oh, we can stun it. Okay, so maybe I should have been doing that to start. Well, now that I know, actually it goes out pretty quickly, so maybe that won't be necessary. Of course, I say that as it proceeds to prevent me from being able to attack it. Though I think this should be enough to take it out. Yep, it is. Hannah's still frozen. I don't know, I just found that funny. Okay, so 2 secrets in this area, they said. I wonder what he meant by that. Do you mean as in, like, secret collectibles? Or what does he mean? I mean, I found that. Comes after me. Since there's 2 secrets. So 2 secrets. So we found, I'm pretty sure, one of them. But where's the other secret at? Well, maybe it has something to do with this enemy over here. Let's, quick take this guy out. They should go down quickly with a good flame burst. Combined with... Okay, these guys actually aren't very weak to fire. I should have been paying more attention. That's okay, though. They, should be taken out by Gaia Plume. Yep. Leaving us, to face our next opponents, which, evasion increase. Okay. Good thing we have Gaia Blossom, which should take the these guys out quickly. No earth resistance, so this should work well. Though their evasion's already increased, so it could be pretty easy for them to avoid us. Oh, one of them just barely didn't escape there. Only one left, though, so a high accuracy shot should finish them off. So I'm pretty sure we found one secret. Where is the other secret, then? Oh, there it is. We have the Alchemy Set Staff. Randomly regenerates the player, inflicts random status effects on targets, boosts the power of non-elemental skills, counterattacks with Spectrum. Interesting. Lots of these staffs I hardly ever use. I'm just going to point that out now. Well, if any place has the hammer, it's got to be this factory, right? What a convenient plot device. Also, I see that shiny spot up there, giving us a few items. Warning, some hydraulic doors within the factory require additional power to operate. Feel free to use the spare battery in case of emergency. I wish they would just demolish the waste disposal plant. It's doing more harm than good. The entire east side of Whitefall stinks like raw sewage. Now, excuse me while I'm starting to not feel so good. Same. I don't even smell anything. Oh, no. So Lance is pretty much nose blind to the waste disposal plant stuff. How can those cats even hold their weapons? Also, on the subject of cats, I never pointed this much last episode, but in terms of the lore they went over when we first entered this village, I found it really clever how they managed to find a story-driven reason as to why like everyone why all the cats in these games never have arms or legs. I found that to be real interesting, how they managed to find a way to incorporate something like that. Anyway, we have cat soldiers, a warrior fighting to free his people from oppression, loses his shield and defense after being hit once. We also have the igloo fort, not actually an igloo, uses bomb attacks and can buff other foes. Which, oh boy, they have a lot of health. Okay, so filthy, nasty, disease-carrying beasts. Oh, wow. Okay. So it may take us quite a few turns to take these guys out. Because, yeah, they have a lot of health here. What else could I do on these guys? Actually, does Matt have... Oh, no, I gave this spell to, I'm pretty sure Lance by mistake. Maybe I should not have Lance hold on to that, maybe? I'll consider it. Well, yeah, we never tried out Power Metal yet. Well, anyway, let's focus on our strongest attack like always, which, of course, is our Flame Attack. They're currently blessed, so my other attacks aren't going to do a whole lot. Ow. Wasn't expecting any shark attacks on land. Looks like we're not safe anywhere anymore. And with earth attacks being also quite strong, it'll be really good thing that we keep casting Gaia Bloom. Because with the chance of getting... Oh, wait, they're blessed, which means they're being immune to being inflicted with status effects. That may be a problem. So I really need to cast a spell on these guys, because having that high defense and knowing that eventually their tired status effect is going to go away eventually is going to add up to being a bit of a problem. Ooh, got hit by the mammoth. Yeah, so let's go ahead and have Lance cast Dispel, because that's really getting in a... I'm guessing because they're blessed they can't be dispelled at this time. And if that's the case, we may be in trouble. I guess in the meantime, we can try out some of Anna's other abilities, such as... what do we got here? She has Vines, which was an ability I'm pretty sure she had in the past, but okay. In the meantime, though, let's just keep casting Fume on this guy over here, because they're getting close to being taken down. This is taking much longer than I expected. So they keep summoning stuff, that's why. They're stuck with that Blessed status effect, so I pretty much can't do anything. So for now, why don't we get Lance out of here and have Natalie in, because I think... Can Natalie do anything useful here? Actually, I don't think so, outside of casting more fire attacks. But I think at this point, fire attacks will be our best bet against taking these guys out. Because these guys have been in battle for a bit too long now. I just realized I forgot to heal with Lance, so why don't I show off Lance's new ability, Power Metal. A widespread wind attack. Some of you may prefer to use earplugs. I can't hear myself speak. And it also heals the entire party for a bit of HP. So it's both healing your party as well as damaging your opponents. So that can be quite useful. Anyway, we also have Combo Shot, another ability I neglected to show up to this point. 3 shots in 1. Alright, why don't we just have a widespread attack and then have... Why don't we have Natalie cast a heal more, because I am still kind of worried about Matt's health. That thing needs to stop casting attacks. So let's just hit him with our strongest attacks at this point until it eventually goes down. Because that's all we can really do at this point. Wish there was a way we could deal with those defense buffs, but it seems that Lance's ability isn't really working very much. Could be that it's fairly weak as well, but still, yeah. Now that I think about it, with that other ability Lance has, he already has another ability capable of dispelling targets, so maybe we give the Dispel status effect to maybe Matt, because Matt had that in the last game, and I think that's what it was meant for. At least I got a decent amount of HP for dealing with those damage sponges. So let's have Lance forget about... Where was it here? The Dispel. Yeah, please forget that skill. And we're going to give that to Matt, because I think that'll be more useful. Since I'm used to Matt having that skill, I just feel like it'll be best with him. Leaving us with a few other things here. So we got the battery. This is use this to power up machines in the factory. So this will be an essential ability for this next section of the map. It appears that some rogue AI has taken over the factory. It's controlling most of the worker bots and causing them to attack humans. They've also locked most of the doors, but luckily there's emergency switches for manual operation. So we can still get around the factory then, as long as we activate the switches? Yeah, pretty much. Well, that and some doors might need additional power too, so make sure to grab as many batteries as you can find lying around. Switches and batteries are good, robots are bad. Got it. Yeah, that's the basic idea of this next area. But first we have one more enemy to fight over here. Okay, these guys should go out quickly. In fact, I'm pretty sure I can just whip out Lance here and just cast his widespread flame attack. They should go out quickly. Well, except for those guys, of course, but they should also go out rather quickly here. And one more flame attack should take that one out. One turn was all it took to take those guys out. Oh, Lance is so close to being leveled up. We're not done yet outside, though, as there's still one last thing we haven't checked over here. Which is... Okay, what do we got here? Please do not report any sewage spills to us. Clean them up yourself, or our funding was cut, so there will be no further cleanup effort. That's kind of sad. To have no cleanup support. I believe this is a shortcut out of the building later on. Error. Secondary plant door has been closed unexpectedly. Rob F9 was not notified of any plans to close this door. The door can only be opened from the inside. Rob F9 cannot proceed. Looks like there's more than one way into the waste disposal plant, but I guess this door only opens from the inside. And it looks like we got a couple more enemies out over here before we can head on in. These guys should be fine. These slimes are full of bombs. This might be considered a safety violation. I didn't even get a chance to scan them. Come on. Alright, let's hope I encounter more of those guys, because I wanted a chance to scan them. Alright, what do we got over here? Wow, okay. We're off to that kind of a start, huh? Why don't we just do some of those and unleash some of... here, let me get Matt out. And unleash some of this. Go straight to the second wave right on the first turn. Which, looking at it now, might have been a bit of a mistake. Oh, no, not this status effect. So the slime status effect is a bit of a dangerous one. And they're frozen. So the slime status effect prevents you from taking a turn, cannot catch items, stats greatly reduced, no cure exists except death or time. So yeah, we're gonna be kind of stuck with that for a while. So until then, why don't we cast Power Metal? And just go ahead and try and keep attacking them. So of course Lance is really powerful at this time. Of course casting another ice spell. Is that another ice spell? Okay, now it's directed toward Lance again, which once again freezes him, so I'm gonna have to have Matt cast another Power Metal, just so we can get him unfrozen. And Anna's no longer a slime. That's good. Lance keeps getting frozen, and I'm kind of getting a bit annoyed by it. Alright, these guys are not weak to being stunned, so this will be a good chance to try and use Spark Arrow to stun one of them. And then, stupid Lance. Why don't we bring out Natalie so Natalie can heal him? So that's pretty much our strongest attack right now. He just keeps casting that, and we can be done with these guys in no time. Actually, let's bring out Matt for this. Since we can just do that on that one. The other two should go down easily. And there they go. Quite a ways in this episode, and we still haven't even gotten to enter the plant yet. Nonetheless, that all changes now. Now that we have this. Oh, I forgot. Was there something we were gonna buy? Wasn't there something we were gonna buy from the weapons shop? That's what I remember planning myself to do, is buying some weapons from the weapon shops. Because I know back at the start of the game here, there was the one shop. Also, any other side quests I could finish at this time. We can finish Isabel's side quest at this time. Wait a minute, was there something else we could do here? I thought I saw someone... Okay, no. We have this one. Much appreciated. You may have this in return for your health. We have the Shrine Maiden dress. Doubles the power of HP and NP healing items. Randomly casts Talisman Seal between turns. Definitely useful if you're going up against opponents that can easily be siphoned. Anyway, next thing I want to do is... I know there was a weapons shop over here somewhere, so I want to find that. It was right over here. Was there any other weapons I haven't bought yet? So I'm pretty sure I can afford them all yet. We have the something here, EBO, improves the power of wind skills, randomly casts power metal. We have Crimson Dragon, which I think that's a bow, which is, I think, a fire-based weapon. The Super Snipe may kill targets instantly, and the Road Sign, which I think that's... Oh, it's a high-accuracy staff, that's what it is. Metal earned, best customer. There is also that shop over in the Winter Town, but we don't have any cash at this time, so our best interest for now is to go ahead and move on to the next area. Oh yeah, the Slime Kitty. So moving on now. We can go ahead and head on into the factory, which is exactly what I'm going to do. So this is the waste disposal plant. I guess we can expect to find a lot of garbage in here. Maybe we'll even see some cool stuff. Factories like this are usually covers for secret and illegal activities. There could be some dangerous stuff going on in here, like the development of new high-tech weapons. Well, if that's happening, we'll definitely be the test targets. Alright, so to get started here, oh, I can't even go past these pipes. Oh, I just remembered. Before we get started here, there were those bomb slimes I wanted to check out. Because it wouldn't let me last time. I just remembered that. Can I not fight them again? I'll take that as a no. And if that's the case, I guess I'm just going to have to find them again here in the factory. Anyway, we have these different switches that we're going to find throughout the factory that can alter some of the spikes, and we're going to need to rely off this ability to navigate through the factory. I wonder who thought it was a good idea to design a robot that looks like a flying fish. Interesting question. Anyway, let's get started with the scan bot. What do we got here? We have the copper fish. A copper flying fish robot uses fire, thunder, and bomb attacks, launches a final attack when defeated. And these guys don't seem useful against Matt's abilities, considering their weaknesses. So let's go ahead and whip out Natalie, who has at least a decent level bomb spell. And then go ahead and have Lance start whipping out those airstrikes. So a lot of bomb attacks is going to be our best method of taking out most of these enemies. So that's what it's going to take. And then, what's their immunity to? Okay, yeah, they don't have full immunity to that. So let's keep casting those airstrikes. Ooh, that's a strong bomb right there. Yeah, just know that whenever you take out one of these flying enemies, that it can lead to something like that happening. So, be careful. Alright, we just need one more of them to take them down. That should finish off that one. And, oh, I thought they were gonna come out with the next attack or something. And we have another type of drone here. So, let's see what these guys are up to. So like always, I'm gonna have Anna be the scanner, because these guys are gonna be tough. Probably should have had Matt do it, though, considering the fact that Matt's currently in the Silence at full health. The Steel Fish, a steel flying fish bot, uses wind, thunder, and bomb attacks, launches a final attack when defeated. Okay, so very similar to the other guys. So, like always, I'm going to have Lance cast an airstrike, which takes out a lot of them. And of course, it keeps going for Natalie. That's a little bit bothersome that it keeps doing that. Luckily, they're almost finished, so we just have... That kind of damage isn't a problem at all. And the counterattack, very low... Of course, Natalie dies. Of course. Anyway, these guys should go down rather quick. Okay, that should take him out. And I think the, yeah, counterattack when defeated doesn't happen if you defeated all enemies, so that would be a useful exploit to take advantage of, for sure. Of course, we can't get to that yet. What do we got here? You seem harmless, you may continue. I think he's actually afraid of us. We have... Okay, we can reach that chest over there, but... Again, though, we don't really have any other kind of key items at the moment to use for the time being. So, once again, we're in that situation where I'm going to go ahead and take the time to upgrade some skills and maybe even think about, if we have the time, some additional inventory stuff and equipment as I get some stuff set up here. So, considering the area we're in is going to be heavily technological, so it would be a good idea to upgrade the shock arrow. And then why don't we get some of these other abilities, starting with Arrow Rain. Then, for Matt, what would be a useful ability to give to Matt? Matt has some useful abilities, though in terms of this particular area, I think it'll be best to get started with maybe upgrading Spark, considering the fact that Matt needs some stronger lightning moves. And that's it right there. And then could also upgrade Tundra and Fume, except I can't afford it now. Let's upgrade the Swift Slash, why don't we? Leaving me only be able to upgrade Life Drain. I could also get my hands on Quake, which is a stronger Earth attack, so that'll probably be a good idea. And once again, everyone's stats are now back up. So now we can go ahead and continue with the game. I think these are the bomb slimes I wasn't able to... Okay, good. I can finally have a chance to scan them real quickly before they do that again. Because I want a quick chance to scan these guys to see what these guys are all about. In which, Sludge Slime, a weak enemy that may self-destruct at any time, dealing bomb damage. Okay, so these guys are dangerous and need to go out quickly. Which, that should do the trick. Okay, if that didn't do the trick, now that we've leveled this up, the Swift Slash should finish them off. And of course we got more of them. Suicide Slimes. I wouldn't want to live either if I were a slime. That's some pretty dark thinking there. What a speedy little guy. Okay, good counter lance. Was not expecting that, but that works. Taken out instantly, so we don't have to worry about recoil again. And then up here, we have the Solar Flare skill, which debuffs your foe's accuracy. I could see that being useful in some areas. We do not have a silver key to open that up, so that'll have to wait for now. We also have this enemy up here. So let's see. Mindless helicopter drones. They'll never stop chasing us unless we destroy them all. Alright, so let's at this time then cast a Spark Arrow on that one, which is high amounts of stun. Wow. I'm glad we did that. Because to be stunned that much, we have the drill bots, an enemy we've seen in previous games, an agile robot used for scouting and simple transportation tasks. Uses bomb attacks. Figures. Like always, everyone here is weak to bomb attacks, so Lance is going to be our most useful party member here. I think he needs to upgrade to a solid state backing storage. So yeah, like always, gonna have Lance focus highly on those airstrikes, because we're gonna need them. And oh dear, Lance is getting hit by a lot. Like, watch both of these specifically focus on... Okay, they didn't specifically focus on Matt, but you get my point. Alright, they're all taken out rather quickly, so that was good. Oh yeah, the chest. Which contains a couple of stat buffing items. Why are all these spikes here? It's almost as if they want to make it hard to walk around. This is starting to look like a real conspiracy. Look, these can go straight through my shoes. There's no way of getting past them. Hey, there's some switches over here. So yeah, not only are the batteries going to be essential, but we're going to need to flip some switches in order to get through some of these. So, to start, we of course have to upgrade some more skills. So why don't we begin that by having this given to Lance, as well as begin upgrading the airstrike, because with these, a lot of these enemies here are going to be weak to bombs and lightning attacks, so Lance is one we're really going to need to level up a lot. For sure. These guys, okay, we've taken these guys out before, they're simple. Let's see how powerful now the spark attack is. Reasonably powerful. Oh, I wanted to test out the new ability. Okay, maybe next turn we'll do that. Okay, this is a good opportunity to show you guys the new ability I got, Plasma Wave. Advanced Thunder Magic targets all foes, may beat debuff targets evade. Nice and widespread. Your electrical devices should be all fried now. I wonder if I can quickly... Nope, that wasn't enough. Alright, so we're going into the next wave without it being our turn. And of course there's a bunch of stronger enemies waiting for us. And of course they go directly for Lance, so I think this is gonna... Or Lance just dies, so... This is where it gets interesting, because now... We're gonna have to probably try and do this without Lance. And without Lance to back us up with a lot of airstrikes and stuff, that's gonna make this very difficult, because these guys are very powerful and can be quite devastating without our necessary abilities. So for now, our best move is to just rely off what we have. Actually, Power Metal would be pretty strong against some of these guys, so let's do Power Metal. Reasonably powerful widespread and heals. Yeah, those guys need to go... And it evaded. Lower defense, yikes. Does Natalie have anything widespread yet? No, she does not. I'm gonna have Natalie... Okay, let's bring Lance out, because Lance doesn't have lower defense, and have Natalie cast Heal more. So then we can have... actually, let's go with this instead, because that should take those two out, and one of them doesn't go out. And of course, that just happens to hit Lance, which is really bad luck, considering how low of health Lance is at right now. Alright, we need to take these guys out quickly. One down, many to go. Let's go for this one. Okay, I think that should do it. We whip out Matt and have him use his Swift Slash. That should finish those both off. Allowing us to flip this switch over here and getting that pathway opened. Still a lot of chests here, though. It kind of makes me not want to immediately go straight forward yet. So, once again, take some time to upgrade some skills while I'm here. So, what could we upgrade here? Let's give Lance the Giga Drill, why don't we? Because that'll be a useful ability for Lance. As of some abilities we can upgrade for Anna, let's give her Reflex can be useful, but I think I want to give her the Soul Arrow, because that's also very useful. And then, actually, no, let's give her a Reflex, because Reflex is like useful in buffing Evade, and that'll especially be useful much later on in the game. What else can I give to Natalie here? Why don't we go ahead and at her at this time upgrade her healing spells once more? Because she needs some strong healing spells. as well as maybe start to learn some widespread attacks. Because we're at the point where Natalie needs some widespread attacks. And the only other thing Matt can learn well, he can learn a few things, but I think I'm interested in having Matt learn this next limit break, the Death Metal. And with that, I'm pretty sure I can't really upgrade anything else for any of the characters. So next time I'm busy trying to focus on regenerating health outside of battle, I'm gonna have to do more than just simply buffing up our stats and stuff. Alright, to get started here, like always, let's have Lance cast thwart the airstrikes. So we're gonna be heavily reliant off of those from this point onward. So let's go ahead and have Natalie test out her new ability, which is the Star Shower, which is basically a widespread version of Lucky Star. Now, elemental spells can be used pretty much any situation, but they're not particularly amazing in any. So it's useful for some decent widespread damage. Not the most useful thing, but reasonably useful. Take that thing down, because the other two is pretty widespread. Okay, that's pretty widespread. Alright, if this were... Oh no, why did I do that? I wanted to do airstrike in case I got a decently powerful attack in. That's fine, though. This should finish that one off. Allowing us to get up here to get to this chest, which gives us the Thundercore Gun. A very useful gun for this area. And then, of course, back to the good old waiting for stuff to heal up. And, of course, at this time, we can't really afford anything to be leveled up. Well, actually, we could upgrade Blast to a higher level at this time, because, again, we're going to want some higher level Blast attacks. I guess we can also upgrade Lock-On. That being said, let's go ahead and fight this next wave of enemies. Oh dear, that's a lot of the same enemy. We're going to want to be careful here, so why don't we go with this attack instead of Airstrike? Because Airstrike can be a bit unpredictable at times. So yeah, just focus on some other attacks for the time being. Managed to get a couple of them stunned. That'll be helpful. Everyone's already running low on health, though, so... That's a bit of a problem, is that everyone's already running low on health. Does that take everyone out? That took everyone out in one hit. Okay, that was pretty cool. Allowing us to get to this chest here. Okay, we got a lot going on here. My boss wanted a progress report on the repairs, so I sent him a core dump instead. Now his inbox is full and he can't reply to me. Ha! On a serious note though, lots of enemies here are weak against thunder and bomb attacks, so I put some skill points there if you want to survive. Yes, indeed, you were gonna want some of those kind of skill points. Because as you can see, there's already a lot of enemies over here. This entire place is full of enemies. Barrels of green goo. I'm sure that's safe. It's probably not. Hey, there's another battery over there, but I think we'll have to find a different path to get there. Oh yeah, that, I see it. I see the battery. Nice job pointing that out, game. Oh, I see. I think... Yeah, I have to find a way to get over there, which there doesn't appear to be any ways upward. Oh, I see it. No, there's a way upward, so there is a way we can get to that other battery. But there is, of course, a lot to do over here, so... I think, considering the fact that we're now deep into it now, I'm going to call it an episode here. Because this is getting It's not as long as the previous episode, but this is getting to be a reasonably long episode. I guess we can upgrade a couple more stats while we're still here, though. Leveling up just like some regular attacks or weak stuff. Might not even ever use this stuff, for all that I know. But at least I'll have something upgraded. So at least that'll be something. Alright, with that being said, I'm going to call it an episode here. So, a lot of this factory to still explore. I don't know how many episodes it's going to take. I would think at least maybe 2 episodes. Maybe even 3, for all that I know, because this place is long. And there are lots of enemies to fight here. So, I'm pretty sure this is probably, in my eyes, one of the longest areas in the game. So, just know that this is one place you'll be at for a while. Because not only are there all the enemies, but it can be a bit of a labyrinth if you don't know what you're doing with all the different twists and turns, all the different switches, opening and closing specific doors. So with that being said, I'm going to call it here, and we'll get to the rest of this next time. So until then, this is the Gamer of Gamers, and stay excellent, everyone.